All right. So what's up, everybody? This is Inside Takes, and today I'm interviewing Tj Caldwell out of Kellerman New Tech. Absolute stud wide receiver, and yeah, let's get right into it. So I already asked you your name, or I already introduced your name. So how tall are you?
About like 5'10", 5'10".
All right. Of course you're a wide receiver, and what class are you in?
Uh, I'm a sophomore, class 2024.
All right. So starting off, I just want to say congratulations on being on the varsity freshman, or starting on varsity as a freshman last year. How cool is that for you?
It was cool when my coach told me I was gonna get the starting position. It was cool because I had worked for it, and when I finally got it, it was a blessing to me. So I had worked for it, and I just used it to my abilities, and I took advantage of it. So it was just cool to me to be on a high school field as a freshman, to get that feel, to get that feeling of high school football on Friday nights instead of playing on Saturdays or playing on Thursdays. I was able to start and able to play on Friday on 7 o'clock. So it was really amazing just be on that field during that time, actually starting getting reps.
Yeah, dude, that sounds amazing. So, of course, we can tell because of your tremendous speed and hands that you are a deep threat. But what do you think is the best part of your game?
The best part of my game is most definitely my speed because I can use that to an advantage when I'm doing my route. I can feel like I'm going deep and I can immediately break or I can do something like my speed is the most important part of my game because I can use it to many points of my game. So I use it a lot. So my most important part of my game is most definitely my speed. I use it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely tell when I'm watching your highlights. I've never seen a dude that can go so fast and just be able to cut like that on a dime.
Thank you.
Um, so what and who inspired you to love the game of football?
Who inspired me to love the game football?
Yeah.
Who inspired me to love game football was Julio Jones. As a kid, I was always watching him. As a kid, catching footballs, everybody, running them routes, just rounding up everybody. But the real person I could say inspired me to play football was my father. He played SEC football for the University of Arkansas, and watching his highlights and watching him play was amazing to me. And he just inspired me to play football, and he didn't make me fall in love with the game, but he inspired me to play football because that's just my father, and watching him play football the way he did was just amazing to me. So I really like that. And
Yeah,
but Julio Jones most definitely made me fall in love with the game.
yeah, I can definitely see a lot of his game in you, bro. I mean, I'm watching your highlights, and it's just like I can tell you're gonna do big things, man.
Thank you. I appreciate
So one of the things that I think that you get your speed from is track. You want to talk a little bit about that?
it. Yeah, I started track when I was really young. I can't really remember the age, but I was really really young. I think about 5 or 6, and I've been running track ever since, and it's been helping me. Because at first I wasn't really so well, but I kept doing it, and when I started developing my speed and all that, I started getting recognized and started getting known, and then when I was in the second, third grade, I started to play football, and then football just took me some places where I thought I could never take myself. At first, I wasn't really that good at football, but I kept going, I kept trying, and then it got to that point where I was really peaking, and I started working really more harder to get better at my craft. And where I am now is just everything in my life has been a blessing, and I really appreciate that. So track has really, really, really made a big point in my life because it's made me the man I am today. So even though track is not my main sport right now, I really do appreciate track for everything because it's such a big point in my life right now.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard you got some pretty good achievements in that in track. You want to talk about a little bit about that?
Yeah, just about like 2 weeks ago, I won long jump state. I won long
Woo!
jump state and Bloom's at IU. It was for long jump. I jumped a 21:11. It was against 3A, 2A, and 1A schools, but I almost won the whole thing because the top jump overall was 22 flat, and I was that close. So I could have won the whole thing, but I won state for my um, class level. So it was really amazing to do as a sophomore, and I also placed eighth as a freshman in front of all like big schools, small schools. It didn't matter. As a freshman, I placed eighth overall in the whole state of Indiana for long jump, and it was pretty amazing to do that because with me being that young, it was really cool. It was really cool to do that. It was really good achievement to do that, and I really like it. Just inspired me to keep going.
All right, that dude, that sounds awesome. I'm watching some of your highlights. I've not every time it's just like you start to pull away, and I've never seen somebody that can jump that far at such a young age.
Yeah, That's what people say to me all the time.
One thing that I like to talk about, just a little bit off the field. What are your hobbies off the field? You know, there's something that you like. You just kind of like
My
your mind
hobbies
off
off the
the
field. Uh, I want to be a engineer. Like that's my plan B. After like let's say I do make the league, if I retire, I want to be a engineer. Don't know what engineer I want to be yet, but I do want to have a degree in in engineering, and also I want to have a degree in communications because I want to inspire people and talk to them about like life events, life stuff that maybe trying to inspire people. So my hobbies are I like to go and talk to people. I like to go hang around stuff like that. Like my hobbies, just I do a lot. Hang around with people, go to parties, all that. But mostly I don't do much when it's not sport. I do everything I do is sports related. I'm up every time I'm off the field. It's always work. I'm always going to the field or I'm always on the track. I don't never stop working because I'd rather be that dude to go to practice or go work out in the off season and then go to a party. Cause I mean, you put in that work, it's gonna show on the field or on the track. So that's I don't really do much off the field when it's not sports. All my life has always been sports. So that's what I should do.
That's a great answer, man. Um, Putting in the hard work is probably one of the most important things because coaches really recognize that. You know.
Yeah.
All right. So leading into this, what is kind of like your regular like training day look like? Do you wake up early? You get in the gym early? You hit the field?
See, with me being this young, I don't really have the like. It's like no respect to my parents. I love my parents, but they have work. Like they work, so it's
Oh
like
yeah,
they can't really take me anywhere early. So I mean, when it's the weekend, I'll probably wake up early, drink a protein shake, and
oh,
then see if my dad can take me to get some work in. And if not, I'll just be at the crib
of
throwing the ball in
course.
it. Just doing something productive,
Yeah,
trying to get myself right. But on a school day, I wake up, get ready for school, and after school, I just go ahead and do my schoolwork,
Working
and
during
then but
school,
some
but
when I'm out of school, I just always just practice.
yeah. I mean, really. So whenever you can get practice in, you're there.
Yeah.
Dude, that what a great answer. I mean, so let's talk about. I mean, you want to talk about your offers? I saw that you went to a visit to Western Michigan.
Yeah, I don't. I actually have zero offers. I have zero offers right now. I do have interest though. I have Indiana, Ball
Ooh,
State, um, Army, West Point. Who else? Cincinnati. Yeah, I said Ball State already, and I think in Michigan and Bowling Green.
wow, dude. As a sophomore, that's crazy. I mean, you're
Yeah,
just getting started, bro, and you already have interest. I can't wait to see what comes for you.
yeah, me too, man. I'm just waiting for I'm just trusting the process right now.
Yeah. So one of the things I'd like to ask is, what is your biggest highlight from last year, and what do you wish you would have done differently or would have done last year?
My biggest highlight last year was against South Bend Clay, our homecoming game. I had ran a real route. I had ran a real route. It was kind of underthrown, so I had took my body right, caught the ball. Dude was in front of me, so I took a step in, then I went back out, and then I broke his ankle and scored for the touchdown. Really was an amazing play for me. I liked what I did there, and I'm always improving though, because I could have done a lot more things on that play, but I'm always improving. But I think the most thing I could have worked on this year was just being a little more aggressive to the football. I wasn't really aggressive to the football as much as I should have been, but I'm always working on that. But the best thing I did this year was taking advantage of every opportunity I had because I didn't really get the ball much this year as I wanted to. But every time I got the ball, I took advantage of it. So that was my main thing this year, which is taking advantage of every time I got the football, which made me get the interest that I had because I didn't have that many yards. But when I started receiving interest, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm putting this work in. I know where I'm taking advantage of everything. I'm working hard for everything because it's what I deserve and it's what I know I need to get to the next level. So. But yeah, so those are the two biggest things that I need that are best on. I need to work on.
All right. Um. Yeah. I mean, do you want to break down some film now?
Yeah, like, you want to share my screen?
Yeah. You want to share yours? Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Pull up whatever you need. Hey, we'll break it down. We'll see what you was doing. You know, we already know that you're a baller, but we got to see what you've been doing. And one more thing I'd like to talk about before we get into this is I see that you've been going to some camps.
Yeah.
Do you think that's helped a lot? And in terms of like getting better and getting more notoriety? And then have you been like invited to any camps?
I've been invited to many camps so far. I've been invited to Missouri camps, been invited to Ball State camps, been invited to a lot of D3, D2 camps. But I think the Missouri camp and the Ball State camp is my biggest right now. So I respect those two schools because they took the time to invite me. So I respect that. Hold on.
All right. Hold on 1 second. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right. So I got two more things actually that I'd like to talk to you about. So one, do you want to explain a little bit how like the interest things work? Like have you been like in contact with the coaches? Is that what you mean by that?
Not really, but they've been in contact with my head coach, and my head coach has been giving me updates about what they've been saying. So that's how I found out. They've been talking to my head coach because they can't really talk to me yet.
Oh yeah, that's true, true, true. Um, and I got one more question before we start to break down some highlights. So I know that you're a two sport athlete. I believe that you play baseball as well, right?
Yeah, I do play baseball. Well, I
All
used
right.
to, but I'm starting to get back in the game now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what would you have to say to like younger kids that are like coming up and they're trying to put in the work but they don't know how to and that they feel like they need to be playing only one sport, that they're limited to one sport? What would you say to them?
If my thing my dad always told me was, if you think that one sport is enough for you, you're wrong because there's a lot of sports that can open up keys to your main sport. Like, like my advice is do as much sports as you can because that one sport can get you recognized in your main sport. Like for example, track. My speed football coaches can use that. Like
Yeah,
one thing about it is like I understand like if you can't get as much work in as you can, try. Like always try to get as much work as you can because I promise you, it will help you in the long end. Like with me, at first I didn't want to do all this. I didn't want to work as much as I do now. I didn't want to do all that. I wanted to go to parties. I wanted to be a kid. But when I started seeing myself, seeing my potential, I was like, no, it's time to put some work into myself. It's time to stop being a kid and start being this business because football is honestly a business. Like it's like this is a business. Like you're trying to go somewhere, you're trying to get money, you're trying to get paid. Like you gotta work, you gotta do stuff that normal people don't do. You gotta wake up 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning and work when people sleep. Now you gotta do stuff like was in the morning when in the weekends. People over there watching cartoons or people over there playing games, video games while I'm out there on the field working. So it's like it's always try to get work in as much as you can. Cause I know if you have free time, you could be putting in something. You could be doing push-ups, you could be doing sit-ups, you could be doing all that. So it's about just putting in work and dedication to the work because you don't want to just put in work just because you want to put in work. You're not feeling it, so you want to be actually dedicated to putting in work. And for the people who think it's just one sport, it's not just one sport. You could do a lot of things with your main sport. You could do track. Track is a lot for football. You could do wrestling. Wrestling does a lot for football. It's not even just about football. If you think like doing two sports in general could help you out with your main sport. So do as many sports as you can because it will help you with your main sport, or just help you in general. It will help. It will teach you a lot of things about handling adversity. That's one thing. Handling adversity. That's the biggest thing about dealing with everything. It's just handling adversity. See if you can actually do it. If you can actually handle it.
definitely. For example, what he was saying, like in track, that translates over to football with his tremendous speed and being able to turn a dime. And I mean, you can see his hops in his videos that we're about to break down. And then in baseball, hand-eye coordination, being able to shuffle, being able to make that extra step, and being able to get that and using your hands to get that ball.
Yeah.
Um, it translates very well. You ready to break down? Break down some
Yeah. I'm
highlights.
pulling up right now.
All right, everybody. So for some context, this dude is a deep threat. I mean, a true deep threat. He can run for days. He has good routes, good hands, and he has really good yards after catch.
I'm gonna break it down right now.
All right.
Let's see if I pull up.
So you can,
In my opinion, this game right here, I feel like was one of the best games of my life. I'm finna pull up this River
oh,
Forest game. We were playing against River Forest. We actually lost this game though, but um, I feel like it was okay though, cause so I'm finna break down this play right here. So this play I had ran. I'm right here. I'm the slot. I'm right here
yep.
where the circles is. I ran a real route.
I ran a real
And
route and
He just threw the ball to me. I'm over two people. And then this dude right here, number 21, can't say his name, but I know who he is. So I just jumped up, reached the ball, and I caught it. He
That was
trusted me. He
crazy.
trusted me to catch the ball, so I just caught the ball and brought it in for a first down. And I think we actually scored on this play. And this play right here was down. This play would make us come back up. Well, it wouldn't make us come back on top, but it would kind of make us a comeback. So I ran a slant. Our running back actually designed this play. His name is Mario Price.
Oh,
Committed to St. Xavier University.
hey.
Hell of a player. Um, I ran a slant route, so I seen the dudes in front of me coming into me, so I wanted to be an athlete and moved. QB seen that, and as soon as I moved, he threw the ball. I was wide open, caught the ball, scored for a touchdown to bring us back into this game. And those are my two biggest plays of this game. I'm gonna show y'all the this Bowman play that I had against Bowman Academy. So this play right here, I could have had a touchdown, but I kind of messed up. But I'm in the slot right here, caught the ball. I see the awareness. I caught up, turned upfield, and I just I turned up. So one thing about me is that when I have a lot of good vision. So when I just run, I see the field, and when I see I got a wide open play, I just take off. Like on that play right there, I just took off for a touchdown. And
Ooh,
this play right here shows kind of my blocking. Like I'm right here, where the highlight is. I seen this
yeah.
dude. He play, took him to the ground right there.
Oh,
Took him to the ground right there. Just blocked him right there. There's enough of that. There's one player I'm going to show you is against. So this was the play I was talking about. So I'm finna show you right now. So I ran a wheel route. The receiver had ran a sluggo. So the ball was on the throne, so I came to it. So I seen he was right there, so I had to make a move. Faked this side, came back, broke his ankles, touchdown.
ooh.
Just
And
ran speed.
everybody, real quick, I know it's a little laggy, but dude, I'm gonna link his Instagram and his huddle because this dude's a beast. You guys need to see it. You guys need to see it.
This shows my power right here. I took the ball off a little flick pass. I seen the inside. I just ran two of these dudes, got them off me, and it just ran for the tutty.
Wow.
Another one of my plays. I'm gonna show you this route. I could catch the ball in kind of contested ways. Let's see. Let me show you this play right here. So I seen he was lined up inside coverage. So to get him off, covering the slant, I had took him off. I had faked outside, came back inside. He was on me, so I just caught the ball, contact, brought the ball in,
Oof.
and it
I
took
don't
the
know how
ball
you
in.
hold on to that one. That was cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of more plays. Like for example, this play, my awareness is very good when I went against Whiting. Um, this play right here, my blocking also is amazing because I caused him to get a touchdown. I blocked right here. He cut it right my block touchdown. Like I'm a receiver who respects my guys. So if I need to block on the play, I'll block. Like like this play right here. My awareness is good. I'm down for the touchdown,
Oof.
and I just dive for the touchdown. Ran for the touchdown. My receiver had a good block on this play. So
Yep.
on this play right here, I took the ball. I seen that the outside wasn't really working, so I cut inside, broke his ankles right there. I had cut inside and got the first down for us to keep the drive going.
Oof.
And my awareness is just on the field. My vision is just it's kind of amazing on the field when I go on the field because it's just a lot that goes around with football. You gotta do a lot. You gotta do other stuff because if you do other stuff, that's what makes you different than other people because you do the extra stuff that other people don't. So I do a lot of other stuff. Like I had a 90 some yard run against East Chicago. I'm gonna find the play
Ooh.
right now. I wasn't running back. I took the ball of my quarterback, cut inside, seen the block, cut inside, and I just took off 90 some yard play.
Yeah, you're gone now.
Yeah, there's no catching me. Everything I do, I worked for.
Yep.
I don't take nothing for granted. I could show you so many more clips, but I'll take all day. But my my Instagram will be linked, so y'all can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
everything else.
I'm
But those just the main things I wanted to show. I can moss a lot of people. I could do a lot of other things that most people can't. It's just I work for that though. Like I've been grinding my entire life. I don't want nothing to stop. I've been grinding. So everything I have right now, I've worked for. I've never stopped working. So
Yeah.
it's been a blessing. Literally been a blessing.
I mean, really, guys, this is really like. I mean, I'm not saying this just to like be like like a yes man. This is really like a good player. Like, y'all really gotta check him out. I mean, that's where the speed comes in that track. I mean, you saw him on the breakaway like half the time there, and no one was catching him because he's just that fast. Um, uh, Terrell, I will be linking like your Instagram, your
Mhm.
huddle,
Mhm.
in the stuff,
Mhm.
in the description and all that.
Mhm.
It's been great talking to you. You can everybody. I think definitely what I got out of this is great work ethic. Just a great person in general. Thank you for just coming on here and doing this with me.
No
We were
problem, man.
scheduled this for a good amount of time, but this dude's just always grinding. He's always on the grind. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I've never seen a dude that's this hardworking, especially as a sophomore in high school. I mean, he's he's dedicating his life to football, to the thing that he loves. Take
Mhm.
notes from this, guys.
Thank you for having me, man.
Hey, yeah, this is a true definition of work hard for what you want to do, for what you love. Terrell, it was great talking to you.
You too, man.
Um, everybody check him out. Great player. I'll see y'all later.
All right. Thank you.